The biggest thing you need to know to do this worksheet is that when you're multiplying, you keep the base and add the exponents. So in number 1, the base is 4 and the exponents are both 2. So we keep the base of 4 and we add the exponents. 2 plus 2 is 4. Number 2, keep the base of 4 and add the exponents. Remember there's an exponent of 1, with that first 4. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Number 3, keep the base 3, add the exponents, we get 4. Number 4, keep the base 2, add the exponents, we get 5. In number 5, the base is n. We have a coefficient this time though. We have to multiply the coefficients. 2 times 5 is 10. Keep the base n and add the exponents. Number 6, multiply the coefficients. 6 times 5 is 30. Keep the base r and add the exponents. 1 plus 2 is 3. Number 7, multiply the coefficients. 12, keep the base n, add the exponents. 8. Number 8, we have coefficients of 6 and 1. There's a 1 in front of that k, and there's also a 1 for an exponent. So 6 times 1 is 6, keep the base k, add the exponents. 2 and 1 is 3. Number 9, multiply the coefficients. 5 times 8 is 40, keep the base b, add the exponents. 2 and the 1 from the b is 3. Number 10, multiply the coefficients. 4 times 3 is 12. Remember, the coefficients are the numbers in front of the variable. Hopefully you caught on to that. Keep the variable, keep the base x, and add the exponents. 2 and 1 is 3. Number 11, multiply the coefficients. 6 times 2 is 12. Keep the base x, add the exponents. 1 plus 2 is 3. Number 12, multiply the coefficients. 6 times 6 is 36. Keep the base x, add the coefficients. 1 and 3 is 4. Now these get a little bit more complicated, but it's still the same idea. We're multiplying the coefficients. So in number 13, our coefficients are 7, 10, and 8. 7 times 10 is 70, times 8 is 560. 560. It's horrible, sorry. And then keep the base. For the bases, we have u and v, and we'll add the exponents. For the u's, I have 3 and 1, so that's 4. And for the v's, I have 3, 5, and 3, so that's 11. Okay, number 14, multiply the coefficients to get 81. My bases are x and y. For x's, I have 1 and 5, which is 6, and y's, I have 2 and 2, which is 4. Number 15, 6 times 8 is 48. Keep the bases m and n. M, we have 3 and 2, so that's 5, and n's, we have 3 and 3, that's 6. Number 16, 6 times 6 is 36. Keep the bases x and y. X to the second times x to the third, we add those, we get 5, and the y stays 4. In number 17, 7 times 9 is 63. U, we have 2 and 1, which is 3, and v's, we have 5 and 3, which adds to 8. Number 18, we have a coefficient of 1 UV, so 1 times 4 is 4. For the u's, we have 1 and 1, which is 2, and v's, we have 1 and 5, which is 6. Number 19, 10 times 8 is 80. X to the first times x to the fifth, so 1 and 5 is 6. Y's, we have 3 and 3, which is 6. Number 20, multiply the coefficients. 3 times 7 is 21. U, we have 4 and 2, so that's 6. And V, we have 5 and 3, which is 8. Okay, when we have a power to a power now, so this parentheses is saying that this exponent of 2 goes to both the 2 and the other 2. And so it's 2 to the second, and it's x squared to the second. When it's a power of power, we multiply them, so that'd be x to the fourth. And we want to actually calculate 2 to the second, so that's 4x to the fourth. Okay, so now in this one we have p to the fourth to the fourth. That's a power of a power. We're going to multiply, so that's p to the 16th. In 23, k to the third to the fourth. That's k to the 12th. Power to a power, we multiply our power of a power. So 7k, both of these are squared. So 7 squared, which is going to be 49, and k is squared, or power of 1 times 2 is 2, however you want to think about that. So the final answer to this one is 49k squared. Okay, in number 25, we have x squared to the third power, so power of a power, so we're going to multiply. 2 times 3 is 6. And for 26, we have 2 to the fourth power, and then we have b squared to the fourth power. That's power of a power, so we multiply and get 8. But 2 to the fourth is, let's see, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So this is going to be 16b to the 8th for a final answer.